Screen curtain off.
All right, so we're here and I've got to show you how accessible and really how cool this is in structured AI. I want to show you like why you'd even want to use it if you're planning, and it's really changed the way that I have designed a planner. It's taken it several steps further.
Start conversation with ChatGPT.
So,
Notes button. Open structured AI button.
We're going to go into open
Actions
structured
available.
AI. I have a few controls that I love using every day. I love taking notes with Apple Notes. I love opening ChatGPT and using video. But here we're in structured AI.
No, open structured AI button. Selected. Open structured AI. Hi there. What do you need to accomplish today?
Hi there, what do you need to accomplish today?
Help button. Example prompt. Create a workout plan. Create a workout plan to stay active during my vacation button.
So these are prompts you can use. I've talked about these in other videos and stuff.
Example prompt. Break down a study day. Plan my study day where I have to finish the A1 assignment in maths button. Example prompt. Move tasks by 30 minutes. Move my next tasks back by 30 minutes button. Example prompt. Bake banana bread. I want to bake 2 portions of this in the afternoon, but need to buy the ingredients first. Create separate tasks for shopping, preparation, and baking button.
Now that kind of stuff is showing you how useful this can get.
Example prompt. Scan my calendar. Plan the tasks and events in my paper calendar button.
And you can do that by taking photos of any kind of paper that has any plans written on it.
Example prompt. Read my planner. Extract my events from my planner as all-day tasks button.
That's also a paper planner feature.
Example prompt. Daily briefing. Do a daily briefing by doing a quick recap of yesterday. Mention which ones I did not complete. Summarizing my schedule today. Pointing out any important things coming up button. Example prompt. Family-friendly activities. Suggest family-friendly activities in and around Portofino button. Example prompt. Create an itinerary for my trip. Plan a 2-day trip to Porto with details inside the notes button. Example prompt. Learn French vocabulary. Create French vocabulary to learn for every day of this week button. Example prompt. Do a spring cleaning. Today I want to do a spring cleaning. Create cleaning tasks including subtasks button.
So you can design your day in your planner each day or create routines in here.
Example prompt. Cook with leftovers. I still have olives, feta and pasta at home. What dinner can I cook with those ingredients? Create a recipe task and a shopping list task with all missing ingredients button.
And what's useful about things like this, especially with the meal plans, the create a recipe with leftovers.
Example prompt. Cook with leftovers. I still have olives, feta and pasta at home.
Or bake banana bread or anything like that. You can also design what you're doing right now in your planner. So it's like you're picking up your planner and adding to it.
Example prompt. Scan my school timetable. Scan my school timetable and create an event for each class. Make them recur on a weekly basis button.
What's cool about that is you can take a picture of a class timetable or syllabus.
Example prompt. Plan my morning routine. I'll wake up at 8 a.m. Then brush my teeth, take a shower and get dressed. At 9 a.m. I want to eat breakfast and start my day button. Example prompt. Create a running plan. Create a example prompt. Move uncompleted tasks. Reschedule my unfinished tasks from yesterday for today button. Tell me your plans. Ellipsis.
Now I can type.
Dictate instructions via microphone button.
Talk to it.
Take a screenshot or provide a photo of your instructions button.
Take a screenshot of another app or a photo.
Inbox
of
button.
A piece of paper.
Take a screenshot or provide dictate instructions via microphone. Tell me your plans. Ellipsis.
So we're going to
text field is editing. Tell me your plans. Ellipsis. Insertion point at start.
Journaling session.
Actions available.
For the planner.
C F T F C R E Q T E. Create A J O U R B N A K. Delete K L I J G. Journaling. D S E S U I N. Session. D E T A I L O I J. Detailing. A H D delete space detailing. G R L R A T E D space number colon semicolon session space P R O K M P T R I J prompting F O R 4 D A U I L Y daily F O X C U S focus F O 4 E shift C A C J H D A U day space period space.
You don't have to be as grammatically correct as I tend to be.
Create dictate instructions via microphone. Create a journaling session prompting for daily focus for each day.
That is what I've typed.
Dictate 69 characters used out. Generate button. 69 characters used out of the 2,000 character limit.
You can do 2,000 characters in here. You can paste links in here. You can paste your other notes in here. And it will add to your planner based on what you're creating.
Generate button.
So let's generate and see how this goes here.
Generate. Generating suggestions.
Generating suggestions. And this is where you're training your AI. So the more that you do these things, either using the prompts that they give you or really creating
Your
your own
plans.
prompts.
Switch button. On.
Now this is going off of your plans, which I've allowed access to. That's why that switch is on.
Create a journaling session, prompting for daily focus for each day. The AI may make mistakes or produce inaccurate information. Be sure to check important tasks. I've created a recurring journaling session for the next 3 days so you can reflect on your daily focus. Create. Suggestion. Journaling session, 12 o'clock to 12:30 a.m., 30 minutes. Button.
Now the times are a bit inaccessible. I would never be up unless I'm at the end of my day
Add. Button.
to do these
Edit.
things.
Button.
So if we edit in here, we can get specific on what this would look like.
Edit. Cancel. Cancel. Button. Add task. Heading. Icon. Writing. Button.
Now the icon is surprisingly important even for those of us who are blind, because it will show up the sort of imagery that you would get on your home screen. And I love adding emojis to my titles, to my kind of event and task titles at a lot of times, but let's see what it comes up with.
Journaling session. Text field.
Journaling session.
Insertion
I'm
pointer tab.
going
Delete.
to
N. O. S. J.
Put,
Emoji.
because I'm kind of girly,
Emoji.
I'm going to put
Pink heart. 2.
a
pink
nice
heart.
pink heart in
Next
there
keyboard. English.
instead,
Emoji search
'cause
hidden. Emoji.
I like
Text
to have
field is
something
editing.
kind of pretty
When.
in
Heading.
there. When.
More. Ellipse. Time picker. 5 o'clock to 5:30 a.m. Adjustable.
5 to
Actions available.
5:30. That's 30 minutes. That sounds
4/3/25. How long? More. Duration slider. 30 minutes.
30
Adjustable.
minutes. That could be enough to really get in on my day.
How much energy? Heading. Relax. Button. Selected. Neutral. Button.
This is where it gets kind of cool, because you can track your energy per task and even per day, but we can do
Relax. Select.
neutral,
Low. Button. Medium.
low,
Button.
medium,
High.
or
Button.
high.
What color? Heading. More. Ellipse.
You
Selected.
can
Day. Button.
do your colors
Dawn.
in
Button.
here.
Selected.
It has
Day.
color
Button.
themes.
Dawn. Button. Selected. Day.
Day
Button.
theme,
Dawn. Button.
dawn for early. I'll probably
Selected.
just choose
Dawn.
dawn. I can't see it anyway, but it's more of a theme thing.
Sunshine. Button. Nature. Night. Forest. Twilight. Button. Midnight. Button. Classic. Button. How often? Heading. 4/3/25. Edit to recurring picker accessibility. Once. Button. Selected. Daily. Button.
Daily.
Weekly. Button. Monthly. Every day. Interval. Decrement every day. Button. Every day. Interval. Increment every day. Button. Need alerts. Heading. None. Dimmed. Button.
Now I'm going to
At
show
start of task.
you
Disabled.
the...
Button. At end of task. Add alert. Button.
I have these off by default because I love to just have my planner with everything showing up on my home screen, but I
Add
want
alert.
to get you in
Close.
on
Button.
the
5 min. Hours. 0. Min.
sounds.
1 minute. Button. Min. Hours. 0. Picker item. Min. 5. Picker item. Adjustable. 1 minute. Button. 5 minutes. 15 minutes. Add alert. Button. Add alert. 5. 1 min. Hours. 0. Picker. 5 minutes before the close. Button. 5 minutes before the task starts.
5 minutes.
Add alert.
That's
Button.
fine if I
Add
add
alert.
that.
Dimmed. Add alert. Button.
Now
5 meters before start. Enabled. But at start of task. None. Button.
I can show you the sounds. If I tap none,
None. Sheet grabber. Button.
for some reason that's where it pops
Close.
up in the
Recently
sound.
used. Vitality.
My favorite sound
Actions
is
available.
this vitality sound for like a meditation bell that you can use. There's also alarms in here, so you can actually have your built-in alarm within your planner if you want to.
Make default. Select. Play.
I love that for just like writing and journaling and reflecting.
Select.
I can make that my default for all my tasks, but I do like different sounds for different tasks, and I can't always be in this sort of relaxed state 24/7. Sometimes things require higher energy sounds. So, but if I select this,
Cancel. Button. Add task. Head. Icon. Pink. When.
Now
More time.
I have my
How. More.
task. Now,
Me. High. More
let's see
dates.
what
Select.
else
Night.
this
5 minute.
has, this
How.
whole
Edit.
task,
Select.
because
Weekly.
that's not
Monthly. Every day.
it. So
Edit.
I
Week.
can
Selected.
do-
1. How often? Head. Force. Edit. Selected. Weekly. But. Month. Week. Selected.
I
Daily.
have it
Button.
daily set for the next 3 days, and I can change
Selected.
that.
Daily.
Let's
Weekly.
see.
Button. Month. Every day. Every day. Interval. Increment every day. Button. Need alerts. Heading. Vitality. At start of task. Disabled. Button. At end of task. Disabled. Button.
So you can even have this at the end of your task. And so let's say you don't need to be reminded at the beginning of your task because it's just going to happen. But maybe you'd rather be reminded at the end of the task or the end of the 30-minute session that maybe at 5:30 you need to be reminded, did you journal? And so it will come up with your task and it will say, give you the option to mark as complete or start
5
in
meters
the
before
task.
start. Enabled.
This
Button.
also has, you're not going to see it right now, but it also has, once the task comes up, a Pomodoro focus timer. So you can hit focus, and when you hit focus, your whole entire screen and like this task will only show up and kind of overpower the other tasks and anything else kind of you have on your phone. It's really powerful if you need that kind of thing. I do at times and I don't at times. It really just depends. But even when it's in focus, I can come in here and edit and write and check off subtasks.
Add alert. Button. Any details.
I can
Heading.
add more alerts.
Add subtask. Button.
Now here's the
Actions available.
details. I can add subtasks that I want to check off with this journaling session.
Notes. Reflect on your daily focus. Add
Now
subtask.
here
Button.
are the notes that the AI
Actions
added
available.
for me. And I can always take these, clear the notes and turn these into subtasks or keep them as notes and just add, maybe if I wanted to add my answers to these prompts in the subtasks, read the notes, check off my subtasks, that might be easier. But let's see what the AI has written in the notes for this journaling session.
Notes. Reflect on your daily focus. What is important for you today? Text field.
Okay, so if I wanted to say,
Add subtask. Button.
For
Notes.
today.
Reflect on your daily focus. What is important for you today? Text field. Add subtask. Button.
instead of
Actions available.
having to do it the other way that I used to do it, where it was a little bit more kind of like ridiculously all over the place, this seems a lot more like I can get deeper into this by reading
Notes. Reflect on your daily focus. What is important for you today? Text field.
simple notes, 2 little things. Reflect on your daily focus. What is important
Add
for you
subtask.
today?
Button.
So let's
Actions
say
available.
today,
Subtask. Text field. Is editing. Draggable. Subtask. Ellipsis.
my
Insertion point at
focus
start.
is
Actions available. H M A
managing
A G I J G. Managing. A
health.
E A K L T A.
Now, if I
Next.
hit this enter, it will be the next button.
Next subtask.
And
Text
I can
field is editing.
say
Draggable.
the focus
Subtask.
for
Ellipsis.
today
G
is
A E delete H S
self-care,
E
to be
L
specific.
F self C A R.
Now, I don't want to
E.
hit next because it'll give me a blank subtask. So what I will do is
Create
hit
task button.
create task.
Back button.
Now what I can do
Created. Suggestion. Pink heart. 12 o'clock to 12:30 a.m. 30 minutes.
Is,
Create. Add. Button. Edit. Button.
it's still gonna
Discard.
show
Button.
a little
Create.
bit
Suggestion.
inaccessibly,
Journal. Accept all. Create.
but
Accept all.
if I
Button.
hit accept all, it should work.
Accept all. Start new. Button.
And so what I can
Add
do
task. Select time. Rate. Created. Created. Create.
is
Start new.
rate.
Rate good. Button. Rate bad. Button.
I'm actually going to train this while
Rate
we're
bad.
here. I'm going to rate this
Sheet
bad
grabber.
and be
Button.
honest.
What is wrong? Wrong times. Button. Missing tasks.
Wrong
Button.
times, missing tasks.
Too many tasks.
Too
Button.
many
Titles are wrong.
tasks.
Button.
Titles
More.
are wrong.
Ellipsis. But type more. Allow using this request to improve structured AI. Switch button. Off. On. Allow using this request to improve structured AI. Switch
So
button.
you don't have
on.
to pay screenshots. You don't have to email tech support. Nothing. This is why they've always added voiceover features. They've even taken the time in the App Store description to include that we've updated our voiceover accessibility.
Submit feedback. Allow using more.
Now,
Ellipsis.
what
button.
I'm going to do instead
Titles are wrong. Button. More. Ellipsis.
I'm gonna go
button.
into more.
Ellipsis.
from the choices here,
Add details. Ellipsis. Text field.
I can add details.
Insertion point Y
Times.
T O I K E K N N M E times A T E space R A R E I N
Are in.
C C S A B L E inaccessible double R wit delete A
Inaccessible with voiceover.
O I C E voice O V
And I don't
E
even have to
R
specify the
number
phone
full stop
I'm on,
over
the date, anything, because I have
night sky
this,
allow submit feedback allow using this request to improve
Allow.
text field allow using this request to improve structured AI switch button on
I have that turned on. Now let me proofread my typing.
text field is editing times are inaccessible with voiceover character mode insertion
Okay.
more ellipsis text allow using this submit
At
feedback
least I was
button
honest. Submit feedback.
submit feedback back button
And you can even use this AI, structured AI, to create things like inbox projects, all-day tasks, etc. You're not limited just to
back button
routines. And in fact, I'm probably going to go in and change my routine with this journaling session. I want to get a lot more specific in different private areas of life, and I want to maybe do this as more of a project or all day focus each day, like I've kind of started already. So that's how that works. And I love Structured for adding controls, where you can add controls to your control center, and you can have widgets on your home screen of your actual, what your planner, what you've got going on. I've got my timeline on the front where I can even add a task, read all my tasks and check them off, and see my all day focuses. And then my Today view has, along with my Google Calendar for integration and my Gmail, I have at the top my inbox for Structured. And of course, I have the Structured AI control right here. I have my Structured timeline on my lock screen as well. So when I check the time, I can check what's going on in the planner. So I hope that this gives you an overview of Structured Daily Planner app, why I love it so much. We were long overdue for a demonstration, and I wanted to show you my favorite sound and all of that and why I love it. Training AI, and they've needed to get that feedback anyway about the times, and I know that they will listen. They do listen to feedback. It is important. It does matter to them. And they're based out of Germany, which is kind of interesting in case you guys were wondering. So that's why I love this app. It goes above and beyond. It really makes planning for us, where we have all these different walks of life, I think it kind of makes us want to even look at why there's an advantage. You can take pictures, and that includes, I've gotten handwritten papers with just plans, invitations, whiteboards you can do, all that kind of stuff. So it really makes it advantageous to just have everything, and kind of like you can note take in your planner and all that kind of stuff. So it's crazy how much this can help. And if you want to add files, maps, multi-day events, more specifically, and things like that, you can use Google Calendar, and you can even expand everything through Apple Notes as well, and have that integrate with everything by either pasting it and having it on your home screen beside your planner. So they recommend, if you read their blog and everything, to use other apps with it. They know that they're the all-in-one planner for your day, but they also know that you can integrate your apps, and that it works better if you do integrate apps. Like Google Calendar, I definitely use Google Calendar still. I love its features. I love my Apple Notes with my family, and I love being able to paste and take notes and integrate all those things into the planner. And so you can open attachments in the Structured Daily Planner app. It will open a Google Calendar window, and you have access to editing your calendar event through the Structured Daily Planner app, opening into Google Calendar, just in that kind of sandbox experience where you get the app pop-up window for a minute. So you're kind of integrating both apps, and any reminders that you've had in Apple, it will also, those most likely will just show up in your Structured inbox, and then you can schedule those as you need to, or leave them as projects in the inbox and check them off in the inbox. And I love it because you can have undated plans and projects in your inbox, work with them, check them off, and not even have to schedule those. So really, really versatile and customizable experience. You don't have to be a time blocker, but it really just helps you integrate something just really cool as a planner in your life that you might have not known you've needed. You can pick it up and just add to it and plan out even just the second of what's going on in your life, or you can plan out what you're doing within that hour, or just have your projects. So it's really, really cool. They're adding all the time. There's so many other features I could show you, but I really want you to explore what you want to get out of this app, because it's up to you. You can get as deep on your health or as simple as you need to. You can get as deep in the planner or as simple as you need to. Whatever you want to do with this app is up to you. Structured Daily Planner app in the App Store, also on Google Play with Android. It'd be interesting to see, for those of you that use Android as your daily driver, how accessible is this with TalkBack? That'd be kind of cool. And Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope that this helps give you a different perspective on how a planner like this can help us organize our lives and be more aware and more in touch of what's going on and be more intentional. Thanks so much for tuning in, and let's stay focused.